Hey guys, it's Jayla. Welcome back. I'm here today to do my update for Project 10 Uses. This project, I actually saw Paula at a beauty guru made me do. And I was like, I need to do that project because that sounds super exciting. And that just flew by the camera. I don't know if my camera caught that. Yay. Anyway, I will leave all the information down below, including the original creator for this project, as well as the inspiration for this project. I believe it's Melissa Gold, and the original creator was Phoebe HB. So I'll leave all that information down below. I originally first saw this on Paula's channel, so I will leave her information down below, as well as a couple of other folks who also do this project. So last month I rolled in an extra item because I was super close to finishing the Dior highlighter. So I actually had 11 items last month. And I'm happy to say that I was able to meet my goal on 4 items, including the highlighter. So let me show you what I was able to meet my goal on. So as I mentioned, the first one is the Dior highlighter. So it's this one here. This is gorgeous. It's the Dior Skin Nude Air Luminizer in the shade Holo Gold, and it is this highlighter here. It's stunning. I loved it. It's probably a bit too dark for me right now, but I made it work. Oh, my lordy. Oh my. It's so pretty. It's really stunning. I also have the Holo Pink version of this, and I have a backup of it because it's so pretty. So I loved that. I loved working on it. Now I finally am able to roll this out. Oh, this one was a challenge. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow in the shade Blushing. And this is the shadow here. This was challenging, you guys. It's not a great eyeshadow, especially on its own. I mean, it's pretty lackluster. It's not good. It's way better over glitter glue or a primer. So it's not going to really be very effective or exciting. And I've shown in my previous videos, I've shown it over a glitter glue and how different it looks. So I'm not going to swatch it again. You can go back and look at those videos if you haven't already, just to kind of see the difference. But just know that there is a duochrome effect to this, but it does not show very well without a tacky base. So it was a challenge to work with. So I didn't really love working with it, but I made it work, and I did use it the 10 times. So we made her work. We made her work. The next item I was able to hit my goal on is the Bite Beauty Lush Lip Tint in the shade Cherry, and it is this item here. This is so far discontinued. It's old, but it still smells good. It's still fine. It did not irritate my lips. I really do enjoy using these Lush lip tints. I'm sad they're gone. So I did use it 10 times. And, it was a nice product that was like, throw it in my purse, wear it under a mask. I just need some hydration on my lips. Loved it for that purpose. And the last item that I met my goal on was the NARS Velvet Lip Glide in the shade Bound. I'm so sad this is discontinued. I love this stuff. Love the formula. Love the shade. It's beautiful. I'm just so sad that these are no longer available. So I did meet my goal on this. I have this little mini, and then I think I have a backup of a mini. I must have gotten these in like little packs at Sephora. So I do have a couple left. I used to have a full size, but I used it up. Why did I do that? So those are the items that I have hit my 10 use goal on. So again, I had 11 starting. So I'm going to be able to roll in 3 new items this month. So let me, is that right? I feel like I counted and I still had 8 in here. I must have chosen an extra. I don't remember. Which is this one here. So what I think I'm going to do is... That's what I did. So actually I had pulled in 2 extra products last month, which I kind of forgot about. So yeah, I pulled in 2 extra products last month. So I will only be pulling in 2 products this month because I still have 8. And I'm not really close on any of them to like hitting my goal. So we're just going to pull in 2 extra this month, which is plenty. All right, so let me talk about the ones that I'm still working on. So the first one is the Makeup Geek eyeshadow in the shade Frappe. And it is this beautiful eyeshadow here. I think this shadow is gorgeous and I really do enjoy using it. It was sitting in my magnetic palette that had a shattered eyeshadow for quite some time. So it kind of got ignored for a couple of weeks. But we're back to having a fully functioning magnetic palette and I should be able to get back to using it. I have used it a couple of times since then. So I am at 7 uses on that eyeshadow. So I am hoping I can roll it out next month. And this is an eyeshadow that has been in here since the beginning. And I think I've only used it a couple of more times. This is the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Partridge. And this is, I mentioned in my last several videos, really, this is just a difficult color for me to roll into projects or to looks. I struggle with this color and I need to, and I forget about it, to be honest. I'm like, it's not a color that I remember about because it's not a color family that I work with very often. So it doesn't get as much love, to be honest. And I have 3 more uses, just 3 more uses and I can roll this out. Hopefully I can make that happen. So the next shadow is, or the next product is another shadow, and it is the Dawn Eyes eyeshadow in the shade Otherworldly. And it is this gorgeous duochrome, multi-chrome really, eyeshadow. And it fell the same fate as Frappe. You know, it just, when that shadow broke, everything in there just kind of got forgotten because I was waiting to repress it. So that is what that shadow looks like. And it's really hard to tell on my arm, I think, to see the duochrome in this. But trust me when I say it shifts from a blue to a purple to a like deep maroon color. It's stunning. And I have used it. I like to use it like in the very corner of my eye. And then now that we have the 50 Shades of Purple, I have rolled in several purple eyeshadows and this will definitely get some use. And the last eyeshadow that I have several eyeshadows in this project, is a MAC eyeshadow, and it is in the shade Creme de Violet. And it's this one here. And this one just got forgotten, to be honest. Like, I didn't even write it down in my notebook. I totally forgot about it. I don't know what I was thinking. So it's this one here. And I think I'm going to have to get some work on this one and just see how it I don't know what I'm saying. I need to actually use this to see how it works on my eyeballs. That's what I'm trying to say. Because it's not the best of eyeshadows, to be honest. And I think it's a matte, but it's got some shimmers in there. So I don't know. We'll see. It's pretty. It's a pretty shade, but I don't know how I would use like the functionality of it. I think that'll be interesting. So like I said, now that I've got some purple eyeshadows and projects, I think it'll get some use. Now, I do also have 3 lipsticks. So that one again has no, MAC eyeshadow has zero uses. Now the lipsticks. So I have 3 lipsticks. I have the Makeup Forever Artist Rouge Matte Lipstick in the shade Cinnamon Pink. And it is this shade here. And it is a beautiful kind of, it's a darker color, so it's a bit difficult to use. But this time of year, I should say. But it's this beautiful mauve, deep mauve-y shade. And I have used this 4 times, so I've used it a little bit. And I have been mixing it with some other lipsticks that I have in other projects. So it's gotten some use. Now this poor thing has only gotten 1 use. This is Too Faced. This is like their peach lipsticks, Sex on the Peach. And it's this one here. And it's, I think this is actually more wearable than Cinnamon Pink. But I think I was using Cinnamon Pink just to kind of get it out. But that's what Sex on the Peach looks like. And I actually wore this today and I mixed it with a 50 Shades of Purple lipstick and Sheer Obsessed. And it worked out really, really well. So that may be my go-to until I roll this one out. So that'll be exciting. And then the last lipstick also only had 1 use. And this is the NARS lipstick in the shade Vera. And it is this one here. Again, of course, I rolled in all like dark, non-springy lipsticks. So again, this one also had 1 use. And this is another one that I forgot to write down. I don't know what I was thinking. I'd used it because it was in my lipstick bag, but I forgot to write it down in my book. So I don't know what was wrong with me. And I have 1 more item. I have a highlighter. So this is the Makeup Geek highlighter in the shade Luster. And it is this highlighter here. So this looks much darker in the pan than it actually is. And it's actually what I'm wearing on my face right now. All right, so that is what Luster looks like. It's beautiful. It's very intense. So I actually had to buff out what I put on my face today because it was super intense. So I have used that highlighter 5 times. And it's beautiful. So I have 2 items that I need to roll in. Okay, so here's Wheel of Names. And before I start, I was supposed to go in and edit this and I didn't. So we may have to spin a couple of times in case there's like things in here that I'm working on already. So my apologies. All right, so here's Wheel of Names. So let's go ahead and spin. See what we get. NARS Blush in Luster. I just used that in another project. So I'm going to select again. Well, maybe I shouldn't. Should I? Like I literally just used that in Deck of Panning. Yeah, I'm going to select again because I literally just used it. And the whole point of this is to cycle through my collection and I just used it. So we're going to remove and I'm going to select again. Okay, Clionadh Cosmetics Pressed Powder Eyeshadow in Royalty. That's a good one. Oh my god. Yay. Okay. And number 2. MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish in the shade Tutu. Okay, so let me go pull these 2 and I'll be right back. Ah! That's so exciting. I think Tutu is a highlighter. Is that in that? Super exciting. At least it's not an eye. Well, Royalty is an eyeshadow, but Royalty is super exciting. At least it's not a lipstick. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so the first item I pulled was the Cliona eyeshadow in the shade Royalty. So that is this eyeshadow here. My goodness. We'll put it at the very top. Yay. Okay, and the next item we pulled, or I pulled, let's be honest, is the, not Too Faced, the MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish in the shade Tutu. So it actually comes in this face palette here. And I think this is the first time I've pulled a product in a face palette, and it was from a holiday collection. And so here is it's a blush and a highlighter duo. The blush in here is At Dusk, and then here is the highlighter here, and it's Tutu. This is one of my favorite highlighters from MAC and in my collection. I love it so much. It's gorgeous. It might be a little, it might be a little intense for me right now. Maybe not. I mean, I feel like it's kind of on par with Luster. I'm so excited. And I have used this one quite a bit, to be honest. As you can see, that blush and that highlighter have gotten pretty good use. I did have this entire face palette in a project, but I have a backup of this. So if you're curious, this is what that blush looks like. This duo in general is just really pretty. So that's what that blush looks like. I love this thing. They had a darker version that I ended up decluttering because it was just too dark for me. But that one, love it. So that is my update for Project 10 Uses, and it's super exciting. We got some new items. I am going to try really hard and roll some of these items that have kind of been hanging out here for a while. I'm going to try to roll this one out. I really want to get that one out. That was kind of like, I really wanted to get blushing out last month. I really want to get that ColourPop Partridge out. I want to get some of these lip products out, these darker lip products. So whether it be cinnamon pink or that, it's probably going to be this one because I have more uses on this. But I can also work on that Sex on a Peach. Vera is going to be challenging. So it's probably going to be cinnamon pink since I only have to use it 6 more times. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys are doing well, staying safe. Please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye. I show way too much cleavage. Ugh. This is the ColourPop eyeshadow in the shade Partridge. It's the Super Shock. Just curling up into a ball. Are you sleepy? Really? It's mean to bug a kitty, isn't it? When they're sleeping. Hey. I just took a hair away. He really got mad at me.